The Indiana Fever have made certain Caitlyn Clark can be even better in year 2. The Fever did everything they could to set up Caitlyn Clark for a huge second season in the WNBA. Chelsea Leet has been writing about professional basketball since 2021 and covers both the Toronto Raptors and Toronto Tempo as a credentialed reporter for SB Nation. It feels like forever since we've seen Caitlyn Clark on the basketball court. After 12 straight months of Clark's signature three-pointers between her senior season at Iowa and her rookie WNBA season in Indiana, she got a well-deserved break this winter. But with the WNBA season now approaching, Clark will be back on our screens soon as she enters her second season with the Indiana Fever, already poised to be a lot different than her rookie campaign. Clark's rookie season was all about getting the star acclimated to the WNBA. The Fever spared nothing to make sure their games were played at bigger venues, national broadcasts were scheduled, and events celebrating the rookie were arranged. The on-court product from Clark was just as expected, if not more advanced. She broke the rookie record for assists in a season quickly, continuously broke both rookie and overall league records, and was named the almost unanimous Rookie of the Year. Yet, when the season came to a close, the Fever was swept in the first round of the playoffs. It was not completely shocking just based on the level of power other teams possessed, but the Fever now had the blueprint of what they needed to do to immediately capitalize on Clark's time in Indiana. Here's a refresher on what they did as they got to work in a busy off-season. Bringing in Stephanie White as head coach. After a 20-20 record in 2024 and a first-round playoff exit, the Fever started by addressing their coaching needs. Christy Sides was not a bad coach by any means, but the Fever now had leverage to attract a star for that position. Not only did they have Clark's name on the roster, but their playoff berth offered tangible proof of the potential of the team. They went to Indiana native and illustrious coach Stephanie White, who was coaching the Connecticut Sun in 2024. White has coached at the college level and spent years as an assistant on both the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever. She was the head coach of the Fever in 2014 before leaving to coach at Vanderbilt until 2021. In 2023, she was hired as the head coach of the Sun and won the league's Coach of the Year award that season. Gonzaga's half-court prayer versus UCLA needs a deep rewind. It's April 3, 2021. In the midst of this long, miserable pandemic, we've got a pretty wild basketball game taking place. Yes, March Madness is back this year, and this Final Four contest between Gonzaga and UCLA appears to be headed for a second overtime, unless there's a miracle. Before we see any potential miracle, we need to recall the strange shape of this matchup. UCLA, the historic basketball superpower, is a distinct underdog. Gonzaga, the tiny private school, is one of the most dominant teams of all time. How the heck did we get here? Oh, and could this shot actually go in? Gonzaga's Jalen Suggs needs to pull up from like half court if he wants to break a tie. He's one of the best players in the country, and one of the best in Gonzaga recruiting history, so he's as up for the task as anyone. But has anyone made a winner from this deep? To answer all of the above, we need to rewind. White had the desire to come back home to Indiana. Indiana had the desire to hire a more experienced head coach. It worked out on both sides, and White was quickly hired as the Fever's next leader. Under White, Caitlyn Clark will be pushed to grow her defensive game and limit her technical fouls, as she joked about on the Bird and Tracy Final Four broadcast. But the coaching switch should also be beneficial for the entire team, and White has the experience needed to coach both the young stars of the Fever and their experienced free agency pickups, including a few names that will be familiar to her. Multiple major free agency additions after securing a coach with the gravitas that Steph White brings, the Fever were prepared to head into free agency. They re-signed star guard Kelsey Mitchell, then brought in. Warriors send strong message to Draymond Green after big announcement. Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green has been the team's enforcer throughout the past decade, leading the franchise to multiple NBA titles. This season, Green has been vouching for the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year award, subtly mentioning that this may be his last opportunity since he's on the latter half of his NBA career. The anchor posted the official social media account of the Warriors, the Enforcer. Throughout the season, Green has averaged 9.0 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game. While he's had a relatively productive season on the offensive end, the NBA has seemingly highlighted the Warriors forward averaging 1.0 block and 1.4 steals per game. Green may be on his way to winning his second Defensive Player of the Year award. He previously hoisted the trophy for the prestigious honor during the 2016-17 season. Green and the Golden State Warriors sit at No. 7 in the Western Conference standings with a 47-33 record. In their recent matchup against the San Antonio Spurs, the game in which the Warriors awarded Green with the Defensive Player of the Month award, Golden State's star recorded 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists.